welcome to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it. And please give us a like on Facebook or any other social media that you use, Instagram, Twitter, and we'll be sure to engage with you there. As always, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Devin, the Dungeon Master. That's you, Ryan.
I'm too busy leveling up. I'm Ryan. I play Alton, the Tiefling.
The level 2
The
Tiefling.
level 2
Yeah.
Tiefling. Yep.
I'm Brad. I play Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla. I play Keiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin. I play Sheru the Cleric, multi-classed into Cleric.
I'm Ben. I play Raina the Ranger.
I'm Sarah. I play Asar, the Fire Genasi.
And Sharu's a loser. Okay, so last time we had the party arrive in the Zumaji mine. It's a town that is named after the Zumaji mine, and they went to visit one of the slave taverns in the area, where they met with Rainer's contact, the Thinker, and they greased some palms with some gold and looking for some information on an individual named Tristan, who may have had some dealings in the city that caused some issues, and was captured. This is all part of Kaiji's mission to try and rescue this individual for the Treasures of the Sand, a group of abolitionists that are trying to free the region of slavery. And that's where we pick up. They have been escorted to some lodging inside of the home of a family, and they have a patch of dirt to sleep on for the night, and that is where we're going to pick up.
Is there any, I guess probably not, but is there a secret place I can store my pack or something?
Not really.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to leave it lying around. You'll probably never see it again.
I mean, we've already talked about this. I stand out, and with my pack, I probably stand out more.
Yeah, but it depends on, whether or not you want to keep what's in the pack.
I do. I like my stuff.
We're just kind of in an area that anything you don't want missing forever, just keep on you.
Thank you for the advice.
And honestly, it's not because they're awful, horrible people, but we're just around a lot of folks that don't have anything.
Of course.
I go up to our host family. We thank you for the accommodations. We know that it's not the easiest.
Not a problem. I mean, and so when I say family, this isn't necessarily like an actual family. This is just a group of slaves that are together, and I say not a problem. We're happy to have you. It's a change in the regular routine, and none of us know how long we're going to be here. So thank you for brightening our day.
Thank you. It means the world to us as well. Once we kind of get settled, I want to settle in next to Sharu and ask him some questions. If there's anything else.
Is anyone else doing anything?
As Sheru's looking around, he's is there? Yes, the host. Do you have a place where you store water?
We just used the well.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking that water would be nice to have, but if you have a well, that's fine.
Yeah, so there's plenty of wells around. If you needed water, it's easy enough to fetch.
Oh, no, thank you.
Arden's going to go through his pack and kind of organize it because it's been just a mess. He doesn't even know what scrolls are in there. Honestly, he's just going to go through and actually organize it.
Sounds good. So you're organizing the pack. getting some water. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just gonna chat with Asar.
Okay.
Um,
Before I have you chat with Asara, I might have those two chat.
sure.
So just since Kayla brought it up first.
That was quite the story you told.
Yes, it was.
You know, have you ever heard the phrase time and place?
Well, there's times and places, and I like to be in the times and the places.
Yes. This story, this was neither the time nor the place to tell the story.
Why not?
This story,
It's purely fictional, and it was meant for entertainment. You should know this more than any.
yeah, you should know more than any.
Should I?
The purpose of the story is in wealthy towns to inspire fear in the slavers and the sailors and the owners. Here, it would incite another uprising, and then we would get caught.
What was inciting in that story?
Let's be honest. Not everyone knows who Stoneclaw is, but his name does go through these slaving communities.
Suppose you are correct on that.
When you speak of him, it fills them with hope. And if we are equipped, that is a glorious thing to do. If we are not equipped, that is a dangerous thing to do.
Sometimes you have to take the risks and go with it. I share the stories to make people happy. I've always loved a good story, and I will share the stories that I have. But I will take your advice in the future in this area. I'll share different stories.
Thank you. I wouldn't mind to hear this one again when we are in the more affluent area. It's inspiring, the crew with smoke and flames,
Oh yes, very, very terrifying.
and the captain that's been on the seas for 40 years. That's funny.
It's true.
No.
Oh yes.
No. Our captain, he can't be that old. Besides, you described him as one of the lions.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I only do this because one, you are a member of his crew, and two, I am feeling a little giddy tonight. That I had fun telling the story.
No, did you drink some of the grog?
Maybe. Your Stoneclaw is the third Stoneclaw. The first one, Silver Stoneclaw, was, as I described, a black tabaxi with a silver mane. Stoneclaw 2, I was able to meet him on occasion when he visited the first. He was a man of Tatawi descent, who was old in his 60s, had a grey silver beard. As I've mentioned other stories, Silvers was in the jungles where I lived. The second Stoneclaw, I have his name ordered here somewhere. And with second Stoneclaw, he went off to sea to look for distant lands. Have not heard much from him in the past few years. Granted, I've been traveling. And then the third one, I saw him once. I don't think I've ever actually talked to him or met him. But each Stoneclaw, after they get old and tired, they've passed on the ship to continue the legacy.
I don't understand. Stoneclaw is a mountain Pakigwa. He used to work in these mines, and he escaped and started a ship. Right?
That is the story they tell. The first Stoneclaw was a fighter in the arena. He had a good life as a slave and didn't really think about freeing slaves when he won his freedom. But he became a pirate, and one day he attacked a slave ship and saw the people in the chains and under the brig and just how they treated them, and it changed something in him. And he, from his life after becoming a champion of the arena and then a pirate, that's when he changed and became a liberationist. And he was my friend. He saved me from the raptors and a couple of other occasions, but in his later years, he just saw the benefit in being helpful. My father actually knew him. He was his navigator.
Your father must have been a very smart man.
I believe he was. I only knew him for a year, but
Well, if I guess I'm gonna roll an insight. 14.
am I?
Just roll something.
You can tell her whatever you feel is
Awesome.
necessary for
We
that
made
roll.
it all up.
I knew it.
You don't need to roll anything.
Okay. Yeah. That, as far as you know, this is what Sheru believes and knows. And by the way, the name of the second stone claw. I have it right here.
So there was Silver Stoneclaw.
Silver's stone claw. He was the first. Then Edward. Edward Hancock was his original name.
Very Tuchawi.
Yeah. Right.
He was once a slave too, and
Must have been adopted.
What
He
was
was.
Edward's last name?
Must have come from some other
Edward
continent.
Hancock.
Nowhere near Salix.
It was a slave name, but
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
I find it hard to believe, but you know so much that most people who are not part of the crew do not know. Regardless, I guess the most important thing is you tell a fierce story. Just remember when and where to tell it.
I will keep your words in mind, but know that I am a friend of the Stoneclaw Pirates.
Seems as though you are.
Sharu, do you have a quill? I can't seem to find mine. And they'll see that he actually magically appears a quill, but he doesn't realize it.
Auden, you have one in your hand?
What? Oh. This isn't mine, but
Oh, if you don't want
Okay.
that one, I
No,
have one you can
it's-
borrow.
that's fine. That's strange. Okay.
Okay, so Alton, you were going to speak
That's
with
awesome.
Azar.
Yeah, so, Sarah, I just wanted to ask you about something you said earlier, that you were actually captured by slavers.
Oh, yes, that's how I met Miss Mossy. So, I was just minding my own business, walking down the road, and then these jerks kidnapped me. And if it wasn't for Raina, I would be still probably stuck in a cage somewhere.
Is that just not something that they do where you're from?
No, absolutely not.
Where are you from?
I am from Taz Pumasima Jiba. Right?
It's pretty close.
I'm not
pronounce
going to
it?
try to spell that.
I'd have to go and look at it. You gave me a really hard one to try and figure out there when you were naming your city.
Well, now I have to ask, but do any tieflings live there?
Oh, absolutely. There's quite a few. You're not an unusual race to me.
And they have good wives?
Yeah, slavery is outlawed where I'm from. And we have quite a high thing of living, standard of living. Thank you. Yes,
Wow,
it is a beautiful city.
I think I just now have a new goal in life to retire there, I think. That sounds like a paradise to me, actually.
It is right on the coast, and so you have this lovely sea breeze that comes in, so it's never really too hot. And there's palm trees, white sand.
Why would you ever leave then?
That is a long story, but I am here now, and there's things that I must do to help my brother especially. And when I am done helping him, maybe I can return.
Well, I consider myself lucky that I've managed to avoid being captured by slavers on the road and that sort of thing, but I do have a father who's been enslaved and so far has not earned his freedom or anything like that, but that certainly sounds like a paradise to me. I think I'm going to have to check that place out sometime.
Yeah, I would like that. I mean, not too closely. There are, like every city, there are things that must be improved. Right before I left, I was working on a project to help put new sewers in a poor section of town, and I'm just so worried that they have dropped it since I've left. There's a couple other things. There's a lot of other things. Don't know what's going to happen in my absence, actually. Anyway.
Oh, and before I forget, and I'll turn to the whole group. I just want everybody to know, while we're here, my name is Dugan.
Do good?
Dugan.
Oh, and we should call us
Yes.
Ashen.
Dugan, yeah, Ashen.
Dugan and Ashen, the
And I'm
long-lost
Arden.
cousins.
Wait, that's no. That's
Just while we're in Zumaji, but yeah, you've never heard of Alton. Don't know who that is.
Is it Upton?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But
Do you know someone here?
no, I don't think I've ever been here.
What
But just being precautious.
I like Alton better, but if whatever you wish.
Being precautious. Taking precautions, being cautious. Yeah, one of those two. Precautious is a word, sure.
Shrew, I need your help.
Is now.
What do you need help with?
This is strange. I can't find ink either, but I started writing with this quill. Does this look blue to you? Because I'm writing in blue ink and I don't even have ink. I've never even seen blue ink.
Should I make an Arcana check or something?
The color
can?
of this pen is
Blue royal!
I got 16 on that.
16. Let me check his
I'm,
character sheet real
I'm
quick.
pretty sure it's just because his wizard class thingness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's exactly what it is, but I don't remember what it is doing. If you'll give me just one moment. Okay. So yeah, with that, you do know. You know that some wizards, as they are progressing in their knowledge, they get this ability, if you will, to have magic bend to their will, and part of that could be that they just get some sort of wizardly like quill that allows them to write in their spell books and whatnot.
Oh, from my readings, I assumed it's because of your hard work and study that your magic has manifested itself in this item, and you can use it to write in your special book.
Is that what it is? Let me see. Would you like to experiment with me?
Sure.
See what this can do. I'll try writing in different colors that I can think of,
Okay.
just on paper. And it's amazing. I didn't know that this was possible. This is actually really nice. It writes really well.
May I try?
Sure. Here.
Reach for it. Does it?
I believe it will disappear right when you get it.
A shame. I was looking forward to writing with the pen. It looks
I'm
like
sorry, Sharu.
it writes very smoothly.
Where did it? Oh, hello. I've got it back. That's strange. I gotta get used to that. That's really nice, though. I like it.
I'm gonna have to look into getting a magic quill myself.
Wait, let me try pricking your finger. Let's see if does it hurt?
Ouch!
Well, it seems to work that way. That's
Just
strange.
well enough. Interesting. Pulling out my notes, I just start writing. Arden, magic quill. Real when he holds it, disappears when he hands it. I want one.
I don't know how it happens, so we need to discover what's going on.
Cool. So you guys finish up for the night with your various discussions, and you lay down for sleeping, and you rest well. Nothing happens in the night, and you wake up in the morning, and you hear a knock at the door. And the host goes over, opens it up, and you see the two gnomish twins there. And they say, we've got news for you, Rainer.
That was quick.
Yes, we were working through the night, figuring out what we could do. You gave us a handsome pay, so... what we know, this is coming directly from the thinker, is that this Tristan was not someone that was hired per se by the warden. I mean, he was, but under false pretense. And what is happening here is he was discovered to be trying to start some sort of uprising. Might be working with some sort of abolitionist group. We're not 100% sure. Information's a little fuzzy there. But what we do know is that he's being held in the warden's tower. And it's under tight security. They're questioning him, trying to find out what he was doing and who he was working for. He's been there for a while. Hasn't broken. Surprised he's still alive, but he's still alive. So, good luck. We're bowing out here, and hopefully you guys can get him.
I do appreciate that, and I do greatly appreciate the efficacy of completing your task.
Not a problem. Not a problem. We and they both kind of just give you a slight bow and says, "Anything for the herd."
You've always been good friends to me.
Indeed.
Stay
Well,
safe.
Likewise, and don't let anything get you.
Well, I haven't completely died yet, so
That's good.
Who's the herd? I turn to Mossy and ask that.
I have a feeling he has a herd like I have a crew.
What did you heard?
I heard that they have very nice wells here.
Nice.
tell Thinker that I'll have a little more for her when we get through.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we appreciate that, and good luck. And they walk out the door, and you guys are left to yourself. And the host family also walks out the door at this point, and looks like they're heading off towards the mine. So you guys are in the little hovel alone at this point.
Well, time to do as the miners do, I guess. I start like putting the brown like robes over my own.
I don't think mine fits.
They never fit properly.
Okay.
I do communicate, yeah, obviously with everyone, especially with Mossy, that Tristan is still alive in the tower as we expected. From what I understand, he hasn't leaked any information, so what you were telling us about getting attacked and stuff shortly after probably wasn't anything from him spreading word about your crew, so that's a good thing. Though it is interesting wondering how they got information as to where you were on the road.
So, what is our plan? I feel like if we all dress as slaves, then us being anywhere we're not supposed to be will get us in trouble. I wonder if maybe the two humans should wear their road clothes, their normal clothes, and the other four of us should wear the slave robes.
That's a lot better of a plan than I was thinking, actually.
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
we
have
could,
much
we
of a
could
plan.
we could be your slaves. You know, if you were merchants or someone traveling here, we don't necessarily need to be slaves in the mine.
True, and we do have, an interesting group of characters that are quite sought after for slaves, so it would be somewhat convincing.
Well, the goal here is to get into the warden's tower, correct?
Yes.
Do we know anything about the wardens? Like, if there was, say, girls that wanted to entertain them, could we get in that way?
You have a good thought. You and I would be most likely used in that line of work.
I want to be entertaining.
Well, sadly, I do not have a jester's hat on hand.
That was great.
However, I mean, it might work to get you in, even amongst the oddities that become slaves. Turtles aren't very common to see.
So let me get this straight. So if we put these plans together, we get you two, Rainer and Arden on Sheru and Alton, what's your name?
Dugan.
Dugan. And you are selling me and what's your name right
Ashen.
now?
Ashen?
Ashen. Dugan Ashen.
Keeping track of everyone's name in town is not enough. Now
So
I have
easy
to
to
keep track
remember.
of 3 names for every one of you.
Just call me slave.
This
then,
will
at
only
point.
work, though,
Slave
if,
one and
if
slave
the
two.
wardens do that kind of behavior. Because if they don't, it'd be very weird.
I
We'd be
mean,
discovered.
It'll
quite-
be,
They
it'll
do
be
just
much
a-
easier for me to pass as a slave too.
Yeah.
They do just about every sort of illegal behavior you can imagine out here.
You could sell me as a storyteller slave. You was captured
I-
wandering in the desert.
That sounds like a great idea anyway.
Last, it would be glorious for about 10 minutes until, they bring out the crossbows.
That being said, if we are getting sold, I think we both need names. In which case, I'll need to go by Pankuda, just to add to the confusion.
What?
Pankuda.
I'm good at
Panchia?
remembering.
It's my sister's name.
What's her common name? I'm not very good with your tongue.
Her name is Duan de Fern. Pankuda means fern.
So I'll call you Du.
No, fern.
Oh, Fern, sorry.
Fondue.
Wait, wasn't there a fern dilly dally?
Okay. Bonkuda, Dugan, Ashen.
The cutest.
Nobody knows who you are, Sharu. You'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name.
Could always call you Raphael, I don't know.
I like it. Raphael. Call me Raphael from now on.
Also, very T'Chawi.
I am exotic.
Keeping to the theme.
It was a foreign merchant I met once down by the coast. Don't know where the man came from, but
You meet the
it's an odd
strangest
name,
people
always
on the
stuck
coast.
with me.
It would. That's a fascinating name.
Okay then.
So-
Well,
take off my brown
okay,
robes.
wait. When we get into the warden's tower, then what?
Well, how do we get into the warden's tower, though?
Right.
We even figured that part out.
Well, if Rainer is selling me and Ashen to someone in the warden's tower, then that's how we get in, and hopefully how we infiltrate.
I will say, as much as I hate to say it, I might have to leave the talking to Arden.
Yes, to the expert.
I'm
Yes.
probably
Salty
more
shits.
than likely to get myself killed.
And then
Alright.
Sheru and I are just helping.
Oh,
not
you're
in terms of slaves,
like,
we're
you know,
slaves that are helping
you're
you,
our
right?
personal servants.
Right.
That was
So
something.
humans, road clothes, the two of you, drab clothes, you and me.
Does the drab clothes-
finest clothes
I
you
mean, my
have.
clothes are already dry.
Oh, yeah, it's just pretty and might help.
Do they fit Sharu? We haven't even tried.
My clothes are already. I've had these clothes for like 5 years. They're already
Yeah,
dry.
he-
Don't worry, if
practically looks like
anyone
a
asks, you know, because you do the wizarding stuff, the
Yes,
pack
that's
that
right.
he carries is all of your wizarding materials.
That's true.
So,
So, Devin, can I figure out a way to cover up my armor and can still wear the armor, my leather armor?
leather armor is usually.
Do you have any
easily
spells
If
that
you
let
could
you do it?
disguise self.
No, I do not. Maybe with leveling up, but we need to talk about that.
Yeah. So
But-
if you take that as a option, you could do that.
Well, I was just thinking, like, with the drab clothes we got, if that enough could.
Oh,
Like,
cover
like
it.
I said,
wear the
nothing
potato
fits
sack over
properly.
the-
So.
I would say it's possible. You may have to do a like a disguise of some sort. So
Well, I'm proficient in disguise kit.
yeah.
Do
So
you
you
have
can.
a kit though?
Yes.
No, maybe. Yes. Oh, yeah, I do.
There
It's
you
sitting
go.
in here. I don't know if I added that or when that added, but apparently I do have a disguise kit.
You have a disguise kit? I lost mine. Can I use yours at some point?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. I'm glad I don't need it now. You can use it, but
I just
That's good to
I
have.
haven't had too much use for this because trying to disguise a tiefling is a
oh,
lesson in futility. But
trust me, with the fur and the tail, I understand.
definitely not as good as a spell. But yeah, if it can at least hide my armor,
I think we
I'd
can
love
figure
to keep
something
my
out.
armor on.
Yeah, I would say you could use the disguise kit as part of a way to make yourself look the part. And you wouldn't need to change a whole lot. But I would say in this case, you'd roll a deception check, and you'd get to add your proficiency bonus to that
Okay.
if you're not already proficient.
All right. Yeah, I can.
Are you going to try to make a roll right now? Because I will give you guidance.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
remember, I can give you guidance.
If we're doing this now, yeah, I'd be.
I mean,
happy
I
to,
say let's get all dressed up before we head out. So.
We have a rescue to plan. Or wait, we're doing that now.
If I'm proficient in deception and a disguise kit, do I get double proficiency on that roll?
No.
Okay.
It's a good thing I went through my pack. I learned a couple things. I didn't know what was there, but now I do.
Hey, Asar, Ashen, I need to practice. Do you have any other clothes on you? I mean, my clothes are a little salt worn. Do you have something nice that I could wear?
Possibly. Let me look to see how nice are we wanting to go.
Something that may or may not be fine, but definitely is gaudy.
Ooh,
I cast
Gaudy.
mending on your salt-worn clothes.
Is that how that works?
Sections.
It'd be more of if there's something that's
Fine.
frayed or slightly ruined, but it wouldn't clean them per se.
I could clean
You
them.
know, if you want to give me like half an hour, I could probably head out and find something really quick.
No, just what we have on hand is fine. Between either Arden helping clean my clothes, or if
Of course, I can clean them.
Ashen has something nice.
I just have a little bit more of the same of what I'm wearing right now.
Let's see if that fits me. It looks nicer than what I'm wearing.
All right, and I dig out of my bag of holding pretty much like an exact replica, but maybe in blue of what I'm wearing.
Sweet.
I like the color.
So, I mean, it's going to fit you similar. I mean, you guys, just being different species, have a different element of a cut, but for what you're trying to accomplish with it, you probably could make it work.
Beautiful. I tie the top half a little bit tighter. It doesn't quite fit as well as it fits you, but yeah, this will work. Thank you.
It kind of makes you two a matching pair, I guess, if you're trying to
Oh,
pull
you
that
know
off.
what I do have? I dig into my bag once more, and I produce jewelry. And so I have like gold bangles. I've got like the thing that goes around your waist with the little disc, like golden discs on it.
I am
that's
so glad you reminded me. And I take the jade stud out of my left ear, and I take the hoops out of my right ear, and I put them in my bag. Say, yes, I should definitely replace these with what you have. I certainly don't want them recognizing these if they've seen them before.
Didn't realize that was a thing, but also, you know what? I'm not even gonna ask. We haven't even gotten. Okay.
All right, so yeah, can I roll then for...
Yeah.
All right, and you're doing guidance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That should guide you.
Let's see how that goes. Oh no, that's not very good. It's total with deception. It's a 12.
Okay, it's good to know. I'll make a note of that.
How do I look, everybody?
You look fine.
See
Never
the
better.
my armor.
Honestly, not bad. I think, you'll probably fool the average man. so.
Can I
If anyone
attempt to
asks-
adjust some things and help him out, make it look a little bit better?
Yeah, I'd say you can get in with advantage at that point.
Okay. That makes it a little better. That's a 16.
Okay, sounds good. Duly noted.
If he gets caught, we can always say that he's an armed guard.
I see. He needed,
10 plus
the
1
sand
plus.
smeared through the
Yes,
hair.
yes.
That changes the entire appearance.
Yeah, and if anyone asks, you want your slave to wear armor because you trust them, or you have them protect you, and so they need to be protected to protect you, or something. You use them as a shield. I'm your tiefling shield.
Which would also explain why you have
You
a
throw,
shield.
you throw me in
that
front of
idea.
danger.
I'm a shield.
We've
I
got
like that.
2 shields.
I like that
They
now.
take hits for us. Wouldn't want to damage our fragile personalities.
Okay.
All right, I think we all look pretty good.
Now
Are
we
we
just
ready?
got to figure out how to talk our way into the tower.
Oh, that's the easy part. Leave it to me.
I'm
That's what I'm most worried about.
one part worried, and the other part almost
Oh, this is
You
gonna be
know,
fun.
I almost think that he might be able to ramble his way into that tower.
It's not rambling. It's just a skill I have.
It's magic to me.
Okay, so you guys finish getting ready. You make your way out the door and you start heading for the thoroughfare and to the warden's tower. We're going to end the session there. And thanks everyone for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And please engage with us on our social media. We're happy to listen to what you have to say. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to RollFare, a D&D podcast. Produced, recorded, and mixed by SF Shields. Executive produced by the RollFare team. Copyright 2021 by RollFare LLC. All rights reserved. Visit us online at rollfare.com.